this video is part of a 3 series. We're looking at restocking the kitchen, a grocery haul and a budget reset. This particular video is looking at restocking the kitchen. So we're taking account of what we used last month, what we've still got in, which will help us build our shopping list. Let's go have a look around my cupboards and see if we can build the shopping list on what I've already got in. Hi, if you haven't been with me before, my name is Suzanne. This is Money Made Magic, where we look at everything to do with budgeting, frugal living and trying to save you a little bit of money. I'm a 60-something solo survivor of several things. I've got an abundance of skill and knowledge and budgeting, having started to pay down my debt 2 years ago and deciding to live very frugally in order to make enough allowance in my income to do that. Let's get right into that video. Apologies for my fridge because it makes a noise, rattles. I don't know whether you can hear it. I do try and change the sound a little bit. So I have got half a bag of potatoes, so I will need more of those, most definitely. Let me know in the comments where you keep your potatoes. I did a post on it because some of you say don't keep them in the fridge. Unfortunately for me, I don't have anywhere else to keep them, and I do find they don't sprout as quickly if I keep them in the fridge. According to recent research, apparently it's okay to keep them in the fridge. I've got a little bit of potted meat that needs using probably tomorrow because it's been opened, and my butter nearly empty. Look at that. One serving left. I've got a jam, some pickle, some marmalade, which is fine. I've got half a lettuce, but I might need a new one. I'll definitely need some new tomatoes. I've got to chuck a couple of those out and there's 1 or 2 left. That'll be okay. I have got 3 eggs. I might get some more. Let me tell you why. I think I've started to bake more since I've got a bigger kitchen. So I think I will get some more eggs in my vegetable stock. I've got a good proportion of white cabbage. That's brilliant. It's going to make me some more coleslaw along with the carrots, but I will need some onions to do that. I've got a pepper left, so I will need some more peppers and some more fresh veg to go with my meals for definite. There is a distinct absence of cheese in there. I have no cheese, and that's not like me at all. I normally do have cheese, so I do need that, and I'll probably want some cold meat. But I'm going to try and not buy things like coleslaw. I'm going to try and make that, and I might even make some potato salad. And then in the door, there's very little other than there's some sauces and what have you. Now then, I'm just looking at the sauce. I may need some more tomato ketchup. We'll see. I may need some more mayonnaise because I'm making the coleslaw. I'm using more of it. And that's about it really. I'll need some milk, most definitely. Right, let's have a look in the freezer. Again, use the noise in my fridge unless I switch it off, which I don't really want to do. It makes a noise. I've got some ready meals in there already. But you can see those. They're things I make in the slow cooker. And I freeze portions. I've got 2 portions of corned beef hash. I've got 2 curries. I've got 4 soups at the back, and a meatball dinner, and then some ice cream and gluten-free bread. So I'm going to make a note of those. It's making so many noises, this fridge. Okay, I've also got 7.5 of cauliflower cheese there. I've got 1 serving of fish fingers left in this box. Bit of gluten-free bread there, lying around. A turkey gravy, 2 lasagnas, and half a pack of minced beef. And I think there's probably 400 to 500. There's 500 grams there. So there's definitely 4 cottage pies or 4 bologneses or something out of that. I'm going to make a note of that. And then I've got 6 sausages, a bag of mushrooms and a bag of mixed peppers, and 2 really good sized portions of diced chicken breasts. Look at them. And they are really going to make me a good couple of chicken meals, and that's the freezer done. I don't think I need any tea or coffee. I've got loads. I've got decaf coffee, full jar there. I've got loads of hot chocolate and what have you. But the only thing that I did run out of last month that I don't know whether I've got enough of, is decaf tea. So I'm going to get some, I think. It was 80 tea bags. There's probably only about 40 left. And I'm a bit of a tea bod. So I do think I'm going to get some more decaf tea. I definitely need some more bread, and I think you just have to top your bread up every few days, don't you, or bake some, which is what I've started to do. I'm not sure whether I think I'll just buy some bread. I might bake some as a treat later in the month. I did the beer bread and it was lovely, but actually it's probably going to cost me more to buy the beer and the flour than it is to buy a loaf off the cheap shelf. This is all my staple stock cupboard. I will need, let me just tell you what I will need. So this is the tin that I usually keep my scones in when I've baked them, and there's none in. So I do want to bake some scones. I keep my crisps here, and I've got about 4 or 5 packets. I may get some more, but I might not, because I might wait and see if I get some on the cheap shelf actually. So let's have a look at the staples to start with. I'm just going to get these down rather than trying to show you in the cupboard. This is where I keep my flour, baking things, and I've got some little bits of plain flour left. So I'll need some more plain and some more self-raising flour. I think I'm okay for sugar. I've got a couple of, although it might be worth having some if I'm going to bake more. And then I've got a massive tub of mixed herbs, which is brilliant, because they go in all sorts of things. I've also got baking powder. I think that's bicarbonate of soda back there. I've got some flavouring, some vanilla flavour in there. And then up the top, I've got my stock of pasta and rice. And I've got some spaghetti there. So I think I'm okay for pasta and rice. I have got some, I don't know whether you can quite see, I've got some icing sugar in there in case I wanted to make some cakes and ice them. Coming further down, I have got some crackers left. And then in my spice stock, which is here, I'm going to have a look and see. I think I might need some tomato puree. That's not much of that left. Sort of half empty. The thing I like to check is curry powder. I'm okay. I need some more. I've got all sorts of things. I think I'll be okay for spices this month. I might need some tomato puree. This is my little treat box. And so I just got things that I've been given for Christmas in there, some Turkish delights and candy canes. But I haven't got any biscuits or anything like that. It was a bit embarrassing yesterday because my dad came and had a cup of tea and I could only find one biscuit to give him. So I'm going to get some biscuits to put in there. And I've got some porridges to use up. That one that my daughter gives me is quite nice. So I might use some of that. I bought this one and I wasn't a fan. I don't know, I couldn't get away with it. I don't know whether or not you can bake with that. Let me know in the comments if you think you can bake with these porridge sachets, because I might try and do something like a flapjack or what have you with that. And finally, this little cupboard here, which houses things like the gravy granules. I'm okay for them, might last the month. Definitely got enough oil. I'm okay for vinegar and salt. I'm okay for honey. I might need some different juice. I've got lemon. I might want some berry juice. And what have I got up here? I have got some. I might need some more Marmite, but I might last. I've got plenty of honey. I've got chocolate spread. I might need some more peanut butter. No, I won't. I'll be all right for peanut butter. And that's about it. I don't really have anything else. Oh, I do have another cupboard, which I've missed. Hang on. So it's my tins cupboard. I've got 3 cans of tin tomatoes, chopped tomatoes. I've got corned beef, which will make meals. I've got 2 tins of peas, I've got mushy and processed. I've got 3 cans of tuna up there. I've got 2 jars of pasta sauce and a tin of mushroom soup and a stir-in sauce. And the other thing I'm just restocking is the cleaning stuff. So I've pretty much got the cleaning gear that I need. I've got plenty of bleach and surface cleaner and what have you, and air fresheners and things. Maybe needing a washing up liquid, but there's a full one there. What I tend to do is rotate. I keep one in, and then the other side, I definitely know I need some more washing powder, and I need some hand washing powder as well. Now, some of you will say, oh, don't use those capsules, it's cheaper and easier to use the powder, the one you put in the drawer of your washing machine. And I don't like to clog the drawer up. I don't know why, it's just a thing. So I like the little sachets. So I've pretty much got everything, but I do need some washing powder for sure. I need some shampoo. I'm running out of that. I've got about 2 or 3 washes left, and some of that hair dye. I'm not quite sure what colour I'm going to get this time. And I also will need some toothpaste, because that's looking a bit low. And always need loo roll, don't you? You always need a bit of toilet paper. So now I've been around my cupboards, it's time to put that into some kind of order to make a shopping list, so that we know what we need to buy and what we don't need to buy. And that's where I use my budget planner. So I'll take you over to have a look at that. So here's the, call it the weekly budget planner. You can change it to monthly if you want. I've just put some extra lines in there. I'm going to do this for a fortnight, because I think I've got enough food currently in my fridge and freezer to make me about a fortnight's worth of evening meals. I know I haven't got enough for breakfasts and lunches, but I know for evening meals I do. So what I'm going to do, now I've done that stock take of the cupboards and the fridge and freezer, is I'm going to plan out some meals into this menu plan, and that will give me a basis of what I need to buy really. I can see how many meals from there that I'm going to have with stuff I've already got in, which will tell me how much more I need to buy for the remainder of the month. Well, I'm astounded at this, and this is what I have got. This is the power of checking your fridge and your freezer. So I don't know whether you can see or not, but what I've done with this weekly menu plan, is I've changed it slightly. So I've put 4 weeks of evening meals on here. Week 1, week 2, week 3 and week 4. Now these meals are interchangeable. I'm not suggesting that I would have this exact meal on this exact day, but this is the power of the menu plan, because it shows me what I've got for the month in stock. So what it tells me is that I've got enough main course items or main courses to last me a month, and I don't need to buy anything else. So my challenge this month is going to be, I don't buy any meat or any extra protein other than eggs and cheese, because I do need those, because I've got enough ready meals and enough meat in the freezer to last me for the month. And I think that's amazing. The other things that I've got are some soup and some tins of tuna. Now I may get some more tuna, because it does come in handy for sandwiches and it makes tuna pasta bake. So I do like having a stock of that in. And I do like having things like baked beans, because they're really versatile as well. And I want some ingredients to make things like flapjacks and scones, which I've got up here. And if I get some more eggs, I can make quiches to go with salad, so I'm not having sandwiches every day. So I do need to do a shop, and I do need to buy some baking ingredients and some vegetables and some potatoes, most definitely, and some cheese. But I don't think I need to buy any protein at all. So that could seriously reduce my shopping bill. Let me know what you think in the comments. Right, there is my shopping list done using my lovely shopping list template. I will link this in the comment if anybody does want to download a copy of the budget planner. However, let's crack on. So what I've done is I've filled in all of the columns, and I've totaled up what I think it will cost me. They are rough estimates, because things do change in the shops, don't they? The prices change. So what I've done is I've said I need £20 for cleaning. Now that's my normal cleaning budget allowance, so I really need to stick within that, but I need things that I perhaps don't buy every month, like my hair dye and my hand washing stuff, so stuff for hand washing clothes. I'm going to get some cakes and biscuits just to have in. So for my cupboard, I'm going to spend about £11.50 for things like the tea and the flour. And things like the flour and the sugar, I think are really, really important ingredients, because it means I can bake. I can make cakes and muffins and breakfast things and what have you. Couple of packs of tins. I'm going to get some extra tuna and some baked beans. My fridge is going to cost me more money perhaps than anything else. So yogurt, butter, cheese, eggs, Dairy or something similar. I might not get Dairy as a brand. Mayo, ketchup, milk, and a lot of those again are ingredients. And then my fresh stuff. So I do think it's really important to have fresh fruit and vegetables. Bananas, peppers, courgettes, potatoes, jacket potatoes, onions, mushrooms, greens and garlic. I think it's really important to have that. And I do want some cold meat, because I do like some cold meat in a sandwich. So what I've done, and I will zoom in on this so you can see, right at the end there, I've added up the totals. And I have come to the conclusion that I only need to spend £43 and a penny this month on food. So I've rounded it up to £50, because I just don't want to leave myself short. If I get into the shop and something's gone up, then I'm just, it's going to be like not very good, is it? So what do you think as a challenge? Let me know in the comments. £50 for the month. I know it's not really, I'm not spending £50 and only living off what I've bought for the month, because I've already got stuff in, but I don't want to buy anything that I don't need. That's the thing. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you would do, whether you would do it the same. Right, that's it for the cupboard reassessment, the cupboard reset, the cupboard reassessment, whatever you call it, and the shopping list. Look out for the videos on the budget reset and the shopping trip that we do around this. They are in the same series, and once they're available, I will link them at the end of this video. I hope you've enjoyed that. My name is Suzanne. This is Money Made Magic, where we look at everything to do with budgeting and frugal living and saving you a little bit of money. If you have enjoyed this video, it would be great if you could give us a like, subscribe if you haven't already, if you want to see more of these videos. And I will see you again next time. Bye.